The Guam Education Board has approved a $328 million budget request for the Department of Education for fiscal year 2016. PNC's Betsy Brown joins us now with more information. Betsy?
Janella, this budget request is actually about $100 million more than what DOE asked for last year. So why the increase? I sat down with Superintendent John Fernandez today to find out.
I would say that the $94 million that we're asking over and above this year's appropriation is not unjustified in the sense that, we're just pulling numbers out of the air.
Superintendent John Fernandez says $12 million of DOE's fiscal year 2016 budget request account for a shortfall in the current budget. To make sure every student gets a textbook, DOE also wants $15.2 million more than usual for educational materials. And while recently passed laws will fund $100 million in school improvements outside of their budget request, Fernandez says that won't be enough to repair all of DOE's infrastructure, which is why $20 million is being requested for capital improvement projects.
I think number one amongst all of those needs will be renovations to all of our restrooms, for instance, across the school system.
Those are some of the major items that count for a large chunk of that additional $94 million. And pay raises from the Competitive Wage Act also resulted in the need to hire 80 additional employees for the special education program.
That means that under our federal formula grants, such as our special education grant, that meant that for the current level of aides that work individually with our children, we were not able to afford all of them due to the increase in wages. And so in order to maintain the current service level, we would need to have some local funding support.
And Janella and Clint, you both know there were a lot of school fights in the news recently, and so Fernandez says funds for more personnel on school campuses are also reflected in this budget request, but of course DOE will have to defend all of that before the legislature, where it heads next.